Well, I just got done reading an inbox on one of the videos I did, and I think it has something to do with this message to women that like to swirl. I'm gonna name this woman, and obviously she calls herself Blind. I think Blind in Swirl Two, and this is a typical Negro, neg, nigga bitch that I'll say, and your typical excuse me, I just got done eating something that will basically defend people like Kristen Carrison. Now, here's the deal. That is fine if you North American black women want to swirl. That is your business. And technically, that if that's what you want to do, hey, feel free to swirl. I mean, I'm not going to stop you from wanting to go date a white man or a non black man. I mean, that's your thing. But then ask yourself the logical question: do you think these other men are going to sit there and want to marry you? Probably not. And they have no problem using you as a blow up doll. They have no problem with this. And so, technically speaking, hey, if these non black men make you happy, then so be it. I'm not going to stop you from wanting to date these men. But as you can see, about last week, we saw, two shootings that connected the fact that these two guys were definitely were a bunch of simp ass men. And there's that shooting in Dallas, which basically what it was is that this is nothing more than a flat out dumbass idiot who was just simped out over some pussy. I mean, let's just face the facts. That's just what it is. And the same thing when that guy over there at Minnesota who lost his life to a rap to a weed smoking bimbo. I mean, this is not something new. So for me, next time I see an incident that happens like it happened over there in Michigan, I forgot what the area was in Michigan, but it was like somewhere like of the west part of Michigan. Obviously, some bailiff had his gun stolen, and he started shooting up the church and the courthouse and stuff like that. So I like to weigh in on the facts in the situation, but I'm kind of glad the facts have come out, and everyone's calling this woman in Minnesota, I think, what was her name, Diamond or whatever the fuck she calls herself, a hero. And she got this this Fernando guy killed or some shit. And that's really what it boiled down to. I mean, this woman was a flat out weed smoking bimbo. I mean, bottom line. I mean, we saw I saw the video where O'Shea produced it. Now, do not get me wrong. Yes, these cops are out of pocket. Yes, there's no question about it. There were instances where there was a Dallas police who choked a white man who just killed him. And yes, there was a guy in Mississippi that this dude got off because some stupid ass racist ass idiot called the police on this Indian man. The Indian man wound up getting slammed down for nothing, even though he couldn't speak a lick of English. That just goes to show you right there that this is some shit right here. So the police is one thing, but a lot of you Negroes are that damn stupid. I mean, let's just face it. A lot of you, there's a portion of you Negroes that are that damn stupid, and you keep putting yourself in stupid ass dangers. Now, I'm not saying that these police are going to sit there and restrain themselves. And don't get me wrong. Yes, I've gotten stopped by the police, and luckily, I've dodged bullets. Not to say that I will not get slammed by these police, but I mean, and I'm about to go to work in a couple hours at this liquor store, and trust me, I've seen dumbass Negroes coming in smelling like fucking weed, and you Negroes think that shit is cool, going in smelling like weed, and you motherfuckers idiot, you have no fucking idea. I remember a couple years back, I used to work at what was it, a video store, and these idiots would come in with no ID, and they would sit there and say their birthday, and I'm like, what are you idiots doing? I mean, you Negroes are that damn pathetic. Now, if you was driving around with no license or ID, which of course is basically called a doggy tag, will you pull that shit on a policeman? No. Try to pull that shit on a policeman. He ain't got no problem slamming your dumb asses. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, like I said before, I'm not going to defend police misconduct. We all know where these policemen are, and we all know that a good portion of them are psycho as hell. And I've witnessed that firsthand, even on YouTube videos. But a lot of you Negroes are that damn stupid. Y'all think y'all can do the same thing like these non-black people can do, and these white people can do, and you sadly mistaken. You know. And let's face the facts. I'm going to have to accept the fact that this black North American female, this North American bimbo, is your enemy. There's just no way around it. You cannot deny it. You can't escape it. And this is why that America pimps its women. And especially this North American black female. And then they were talking about this Black Lives Matter movement, and me and my mom had a little disagreement because she talked about how that they don't kill like the Ku Klux Klan, but they're just as bad. They're just as worse than the Ku Klux Klan. I hate to tell you, because let's face it, you have and a guy named George Soros who pays for Black Lives Matter movement, and the only thing these idiots are going to sit there and do is march. They're not going to do shit. They're not going to do a damn thing. All Black Lives Matter is nothing more than an organization that wants to keep this Planned Parenthood and these women that don't want to be held accountable to do the same shit they've been doing. So forget about strong families. That ain't happening. And I know it for a fact. That is not happening. And if you idiots think that Black Lives Matter is going to sit there and do something for you, you're sadly mistaken, because they ain't going to do nothing for you. Yeah, they're going to march for when a life is lost, when that white cop takes a black life. But yet you don't want to talk about the crimes that's going on in the black neighborhood that we're facing. And don't get me wrong, yes, there's white on white crime as well, and poverty that's been going on. But we really have to call it out. But like I said, I'm gonna say this again. The Negro community is dead. The Negro church is dead. And that's just how it's gonna be. And to this blind woman that sent me that blind swirl woman that sent me that inbox, thank you for proving my point. You have proven that you North American black women are a bunch of dumbass bimbos. Thank you for sending me that inbox. This is why the majority of you North American black women are my enemies, and you're nothing more than bimbos. Bottom line. Oh, and shout outs to Life Jenkins for dishing Carly Red. And like I said, I didn't watch much of Love and Hip Hop, but I gotta give Jenkins credit. I mean, he was smart enough to recognize that, you know what? This bitch ain't about nothing. She wants the club all day. And like I said, I don't watch Love and Hip Hop, but I'm glad he played his cards the way he did. He played that move the way he did. So with that, I gotta say, catch y'all Well, this is Carl Mitchell signing off.